Joey Swoll is about to learn a lesson the hard way. You see, some people need to learn lessons. Some people already know. They're born with the innate knowledge inside of their brain not to do things a certain way. And Joey, I have seen nothing but positive, motivational content from you. I've seen you go visit sick people in hospitals. I've seen you go and show up at random gyms of people who admire you. It's great, it's positive, it's inspiring, and you've amassed quite a platform for yourself. The problem is you are trying to stay neutral in a time of war. American politics have never been more divided, and they have never been more aggressive, one side against the other. And you think if you walk around being nice, being kind, lifting weights, that people will leave you alone to be a general symbol of motivation for the entire world to enjoy. Well, you, sadly, are finding out that you were wrong. You see, I don't know how old Joey is. I imagine he's slightly younger than me. But I remember a time when everybody was giving Taylor Swift a real hard time about who she was going to vote for. It was Mitt Romney or Barack Obama. Taylor, what are your political views? Taylor, tell me which side you're on. Taylor, tell me if you're a Republican. Taylor, you're from the country, you should be a Republican. Oh, but Taylor, you're from the entertainment industry, you should be a Democrat. And this went on for an entire year until they bullied that woman into finally endorsing Barack Obama. And lo and behold, after becoming a Democrat, she blew up 10 times bigger than she ever was. I have seen this happen to other people. Elon Musk is another prominent example. Elon Musk wanted to be left the fuck alone and to build space rockets. He didn't care who the president was. He didn't care what the politics were. In fact, he was quite a left-leaning individual for most of his life. And through most of his life, he was largely left alone. Silicon Valley, PayPal, millionaire to billionaire, did very well for himself. Until regulation started crippling his rocket business, slowing down his progress. And he would speak with his political friends about this, and they would start calling him a Nazi and a psychopath. And he was driven to the American right by the insanity of the American left. Joey, I have never seen you post a single political post ever, and you in your brain think you've never posted a political post, but you have. 3-4 days ago, you posted a political post, and that is why you are under attack. And you have played the game wrong. You dressed up as Hulk Hogan. We all know Hulk Hogan. Take your vitamins, read your Bible, lift your weights. Let's do it, brother. Grew up watching him. Massive inspiration to my generation, probably your generation as well if you're slightly younger than me. And a well-known American hero. His theme song embodies American greatness and American achievements. So you actually produce political content by dressing up as Hulk Hogan, not because he said the N-word. You think this is about the N-word? Hulk Hogan endorsed and campaigned for Donald J. Trump. And there is your cardinal sin. That is why the lunatics on the left and the psychopaths are contacting your sponsors, trying to get you banned from speaking events. And you believe that this pack of piranhas, if you give them a drop of your blood, is going to what? Back off? Leave you alone? Accept your apology? You should never have apologized ever. Because if they cared about prominent figures using the N-word, I've got a quote for you. We've got enough nigger mayors, we don't need another nigger big shot. Joe Biden in the 1990s. The President of the United States under the Democrats. They don't care who uses the N-word. They don't care who curses. They don't care who says abhorrent things as long as you are on the right team. You have yet to plant your flag. And I would really like to welcome you to the party of free speech, being normal, being tolerant to others, and not crucifying people over little mistakes and slip-ups that they've made in their life. The work that Hulk Hogan has done, from his matches with Andre the Giant to his charity work in his later life, massively overshadows the fact that he once said nigger. And I'm speaking as a guy with an African American father. I'm a half black man myself. I don't give a shit. Hulk Hogan is an American hero. Which leads me to a point about myself. Because I don't know Joey. I've seen his content a few times. What happens to him and what doesn't happen to him really has no effect on me. But I've been asked by many people why my brother and I don't simply apologize for things we've said. I've been on the internet a very long time. I've been on the internet since I was 24, 25 years of age, and as a 37-year-old father now, I realize that I've made some extremely tasteless jokes. I've said some things that really aren't fashionable, especially in 2025. I've said some things that hurt and offend certain communities, and I'm asked constantly, Tristan, why don't you just apologize? Well, the idea that I can be baptized by apology and given this clean slate where everyone's going to say, oh, well, Tristan apologized for those jokes he made. Andrew apologized for the jokes he's made. I guess he's grown up. I guess he's a better person now. Doesn't exist. And Joey's situation is an answer to the question for everybody asking me why I have never apologized for anything I've said and done. It's as simple as that. If I give an ounce of blood to this pack of piranhas, they then own me. They own Joey now. They have Joey begging for forgiveness. A full-grown man in his 30s begging for forgiveness for dressing up as an American WWF wrestler. It is a joke. Joey is owned by them, and his apology just tightens the chains around his neck and ankles. He has to now decide to pick a team. He has to say, you know what? Fuck these woke, crazy liberals trying to cancel me. I am a libertarian, at least. A Republican, to take it a little bit further. You don't have to go full MAGA, bro. But I'm telling you, you dressed up as a man who endorsed Donald Trump, and that was your sin. It's nothing to do with the N-word. Your apology doesn't even make any sense because you don't understand what these savages are mad at. I think he should pick a side. I think he should pick it now. I think he should retract his apology because if he doesn't, he's owned by them. He's enslaved by not just the Democrats, of which many are very reasonable people, but the woke psychopaths on the left. They are now Joey Swoll's boss, as long as that apology video stays on his Twitter. And as a man who spent his whole life trying to inspire others, build his body up, become physically strong, I'd like to see him use a little mental strength and play this game correctly.